Yo, what you saying, family? Check your WhatsApp, innit? Just send me a link. Yeah. Talking accountability. Welcome everybody. Another Sunday. How's people doing?
I'll say it anyway. I'm going to keep trying to give you these videos. YouTube is where we want to have a bit of fun. We want to try stuff. And we want to just play around with it. Instagram is different content, as you guys know. Ache, you're not internet ready. Shea Baba wasn't internet ready. Bro, to see the wickedest thing, guys. I gave them 48 hours. I gave them 48 hours to give me a public apology. Now, yes, agree on one thing. Yes, agree on one thing, please.
Yes, everybody. Welcome to the chat every Sunday. We live, we learn. The What's Happening segment, live stream. Anything can be said and we can't take it back. But best believe we speak our minds unapologetically because it's going to live longer than us. Yo. Yes, man. Man like iron. You saying, bro?
Like still.
Hey, man. Yes, everybody tuning in. We live, we learn. Live stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. Before you proceed, please click the subscribe button. And not only that, click all notifications and stay tuned, man. You know, what's happening, bro?
Brother, we there, man. We there. I there.
Dale. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. I there like I know there.
What does the hat say? Oh, manic.
Oh, not him. Not that
What
geezer.
does it say? That's hard still.
Come on now.
Come on now. What are you telling me, man? Let's get into it, man. You know, Sunday. Let's get straight into it.
What you say? What we don't wanna wait for the chat. You don't wanna wait for the chat, no?
Wait for the chat. We've more or less been logged in for a hot minute now.
FYI, you can see it. I can't. So listen, for anybody in the chat already, and I'm gonna say this again later. hit my page up, Manic Marx. Listen, subscribe in it. New
Yeah.
music's about to drop. Bare content's about to drop. Obviously, that's as well as hitting up the We Live, We Learn as well. That me and my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let because I can't see nothing until obviously the channel's brand new and it's brand new. I haven't announced it or nothing like that. So got to get the subscribership up so that I can see and engage and interact with the people. You feel me?
Yeah. That makes sense, man. I hear you. You just gave me an idea myself. Might need to get my headphones. How's the audio like, people? How's the audio?
Sounds good to me.
Coming in. Can you hear me properly? Yeah. You're right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. All right.
I
Cool.
can hear you.
Cool. Because
Yeah, yeah.
it's a bit of a it's a funny one sometimes. All right. Cool, man. All
What you
good.
saying? Ready to jump in?
Yeah. Let's get into it, man. It's been an interesting one, man. Since the last episode, the last Sunday, um, we've got a bit more information as to the discussion we was having. One more pint, one more
Mm.
pint, one more drink. You
hmm
know, it's not gonna hurt. Dangerous driving, driving under the influence, speeding. You know, there's been a
Hold on,
lot.
hold on, bro. Please, before we even get started, let's just, you know, just remember you've been Taman, the 20-year-old man who lost his life, because it's important to mention his name and it's important to make sure that his passing gets the attention that it deserves, because what's often happening is we're talking about the individual who caused the accident, and that's the main topic of discussion. But I think it's also important to pay respects to the man who's no longer here. You understand? Like, so
Mhm.
I just wanted to start off with that because it's very important, man. There's a man out there who no longer has a future. There's a man out there that can no longer, provide for his family. There's a man out there that who knows how many of his family members pin their hopes on him, that he can no
Yeah,
longer return to his
yeah,
family and say,
yeah.
"Listen, I'm bringing home some sort of substance or bringing home the bacon for you and the family." So first of all, I just wanted to shout him out. Very, very important, man. And I hope his
100%.
family are managing. Obviously, we're going to cover a lot of things in regards to him again, but I just want to just pay him that respect first, didn't it?
No, all due, no due. Most definitely, man. Because yeah, it tends to be a bit conversation tends to be one sided and focused mainly on the not the victim.
hmm
When I think because of and let's have it outright. People tend to think, oh, but man's getting on to Ghetts. No, it's more so,
Bro?
you know what I mean.
No,
So
I'm with you, bro.
yeah,
Like,
but
come on, man. Let's talk truth.
it's not that it could be anyone, but after that, he's someone in the community, someone that we've seen. He's in a public eye, so unfortunately he's the case study of the situation. And I tell you what, it
Mm,
could have been anyone, like a friend of mine, like a personal friend that may have been the one to cause this situation, and he'll be dealt with the same, criticism
mm,
as Ghetts is being dealt with. But
mm,
definitely, man, I'll just echo what you said. R.I.P. to the young man. Bereavement is a big thing, and dealing with bereavement, and again, if anyone's suffered with similar situations, yeah, definitely, our thoughts are with you. So yeah, man, bro. Let's with no further ado in it.
Yeah, we said a
Um,
lot last week. And a lot was if, and a lot was should this be the case. And we know a little bit more. We know a
mhm,
little bit more about what happened that evening. Um, I think it's only right that we talk the things for what it
yeah,
is, despite the
yeah,
fact that what I mean. We're in the community. Man's from the community, but listen, there's no wrong and strong here. Like, we've got to stand up and be accountable. And at the end of the day, there was no reason for a man breezing through the streets through what looked like a private road at 70 miles per hour. Let's keep it real. There was no
mm,
reason. There was no reason. You
yeah,
understand?
at all.
Man, there was no reason for that. There was no reason for a man doing that whilst he was under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Yeah? So let's have that right. There was no reason for a man to wipe a man out 70 foot into the air. Do you know what 70 foot is?
Bro. And that, you
Bro,
know
you're a
what,
tall guy, innit? You're 6'5",
bro,
bro.
bro, and that's the thing about it. Yeah, 70 feet, it's a lot of foot. That's a high thing. And even
Yeah,
that's yeah, we'll address that later on, but it's been
but
said
there was
60 to 70 foot.
that's crazy. They're not that. Sorry to even say, but it's crazy. I can't even fathom that height. Like that's
Hmm.
a hard lick, and then to keep moving, it's like, yo, something
Yeah.
going on, innit? Because you don't know something happened. You get me?
Hmm.
And then you get home, and then you try and move the vehicle. Now, I'm not here to say what man should or shouldn't do in that situation because man have never been in his shoes in that moment, and I hope nobody ever is. I hope that man's never in that situation. I can't tell you what kind of decisions a man's gonna make in that situation. You get me? But
Yeah. Yeah.
to me, from where I'm looking at it, and I'm sure most people would agree, we're talking about a catalogue of errors here. Yeah.
Catalog.
And then people will say, it's unfortunate. Well, yeah, it's unfortunate. I was talking to a friend the other day, a very close friend the other day, and I had to explain that sometimes the things that happen to us, right, didn't
Hmm.
just start in that moment. You
Mm.
have to be able to toggle back a piece. You have to go back to where man started his journey from that night,
Cause and effect. Yeah. Yeah.
right? The decision to drive without a designated driver, the
Mm.
decision to drink. You probably knew you were going to drink. The decision to take drugs, yeah,
Hmm.
whatever class, yeah.
Yeah.
That situation, as it happened, is an accident. I don't think, and to be clear, I don't think Ghetts is a bad human being. He showed man bare love in it, yeah, before, like, but he's not a bad human being like that, right? However, when we say it's an accident, it's like it kind of takes away a little bit of the responsibility. You get me?
Right.
From
Right.
what you get me? What really happened?
Yeah.
So there was a decision to drink. There was a decision to take drugs. There was a decision to drive, and
Hmm.
there was a decision to drive very fast. And then there was a decision to drive off when the incident happened. And then there was a decision to hide the car. There's a lot of decision making in that. You know what? You know them way there. Let me
Yeah. Yeah.
bring it
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
public. You get
Plenty
me?
of plenty of red flags. You know, no matter how likable of a person or how much the public should want to support you, you make it very, very difficult for us to like support you, man, for real.
Mm.
But then you've still got people within the industry, which Bouncer likes to call the ring. You know, the
We're gonna
brotherhood, the
talk about
sisterhood.
that.
But
We're
what
gonna
big,
talk about that.
yeah, no, the boys and girls club, but we're men and women, and we're big people. But there's a
Mm.
boys and girls club, you know, and yeah, shall we just get into it because it just segues into uh mm, yeah, we'll get into it and go back. But yeah, just people basically all those areas like you said, you've no pun intended, you've passed many red lights on the way to redemption for us to say, you know
Mm.
what, bro, my man, you done wrong, you know, cool, let's see what we can do. But you've arrived to a place now where you're on your own in terms of if you're talking about people of community of morals and community of principles, you've essentially put yourself on your own. My hands are tied. Me myself, on all accounts, you have failed to show that so-called God side you have.
Mm.
So you said something just now about he's a good guy. Is he?
Well, no one can really say that. Let me rephrase that then. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm trying. Yeah,
He's
exactly.
never shown me any madness, and you know my stance on this, bro. I always say it's difficult. Let me even bring it home to one of man's mentors, bro. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the
Yeah, yeah,
great
yeah,
Muhammad Ali, bro.
yeah.
He made a point. He said, "I don't look at the way people treat me. I look at the way people deal with other people." You get me?
Exactly,
And that's
exactly.
real because that's a man talking from, probably being the most famous man on the planet at the time. Certain man ain't gonna come and tell you exactly what they think
Yeah.
because you're either getting bread from them or they've got some sort of attachment or investment to you or whatever it is. And that
Hmm.
goes for anyone in their circle. You get what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
so So it's not really about and again, like man don't know the reason why he treats certain man a certain way. But what I
Yeah.
can say is that if I look at a certain situation and man
Hmm.
didn't act correctly, you get
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
You definitely have to question. You definitely have to question.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. They
So when I
say,
say that, I'm saying he treated man cool, innit? You get me?
but yeah,
But
but
yeah.
you, based on wisdom, you can't judge a person. He might want something off of you. You know, sometimes some people move a certain way because they have a benefit. You're of benefit to them. You
Mm,
know, you go out with what you take your wife out for food. You know, you get to the restaurant. You're all nice with your wife, but you're talking bad to the waiter. Wife has to,
mm,
wife, a person has to take heed. I saw
mad.
one time when and let me not digress too much. When you know, a guy took one of his someone who was looking to hire to dinner,
Mm,
and he didn't get the job. Then he took two of them to dinner, and the other one didn't get the job due on how he dealt with the whole situation, how he dealt with other people. Because obviously he's sucking up to the boss there, but then he's talking bad to the waiter, talking bad to this person. Said, look, yeah, you are only you're only nice if it benefits you. This is your true character
mm-hmm.
when you're not getting something that you know. But anyway, um, yeah. So for me, bro, like you're just giving. Sometimes you say, okay, cool. Don't listen to what a man says. See what he does, and based on the
Mm,
actions that's happened, and I'm I'm trying not to speak too much because at the end of the day, he's not even the court proceedings hasn't really inked. You know, the case hasn't really started, isn't it? So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I'm saying based on the actions
Based,
that we've seen,
mm, mm.
it's not looking good. Very very dark.
He has the opportunity to put right whatever was wrong. We don't know what was wrong completely. None of us were there. We don't know the story. We can only go by what's coming out and what's being filtered out, right? By
That's
the
it.
police reports, etc. He can put things right. Now, judging by them using cell site and tracking him, he was the driver. We know that much.
Hmm.
Judging by the accident happened, you have to pretty much say it was him. Now, we don't know what his defense is going to look like in court, either from a legal perspective and also from a personal or moral
Person,
perspective. You
yeah,
get me? So
yeah.
that's still to come to light. However, I can tell you this, bro. Like you said, it looks dark, and the consequences could be very dark. You know, if
Mm.
things don't go the way that he would want it to go, because, bro, just for some stats, like I don't know how many people know, bro. Like causing death by dangerous driving as of 2022, yeah,
Mm. Mm.
can can carry a lifetime imprisonment
Yeah,
sentence.
yeah,
So it could
yeah,
be
yeah.
anything from the least to the worst. Do I think he will get that if he's charged and proven to be guilty? By the way, we've not heard his plea. We don't know whether he's pleaded guilty or
Exactly.
not. So again, but I'm just saying that for the people them to know that there's a possibility that it could be that bad. So the law has changed over the years and tried to deter people from doing um, mad things. You get what I'm saying? Because a lifetime sentence is no joke. But
Mhm.
again, for the family of said person who's passed away, that's kind of what they would want to hear, innit? You get me? They'd want justice.
Mm.
You
You
get
know
me?
what?
So, but yeah.
No, 100%, 100%. You know, based on what we've heard, you know, big up Rage. We'll get onto him in a minute.
Mm,
Based on what we've heard, you know, the previous offences and all that stuff. It's I'll be surprised if the judge doesn't teach him a lesson, a very hefty lesson based on 28 counts of all driving offences. You know, there's so many things offences based around driving, and we heard there's a previous incident happened on the day
that's
leading to that
correct.
one. So is the man learning a lesson? You get learning
Well,
a
this
lesson.
is it goes further back. Do you know what I mean? Than that, even where it said that man had a driving ban and had it overturned. Do you know what I mean? In the past.
Had it
So how
lifted,
many
yeah.
driving offences has how many driving offences has there been? And the other side, like the more humanistic side, is like, is this a vice? What is this for him? And where does this vice come from? And how can the system help him
Mm,
overcome that vice? Well, If it goes down the way that the public want it to, and he goes
Mm-hmm.
to prison, well, that's one way to get a man off the road, isn't it? And take him away from vehicles. But I think deep
Mm-hmm.
down, from a humanistic perspective, of like, man has to know that everybody's got vices in it. It's very unfortunate that this seems like a vice because there's so many offences regarding
Yeah,
driving. You get me? So how? Because again, like how does the system clean that up for him or help
yeah,
him clean that up? I should say because sometimes, brother, vice is a vice. A man just needs help in it. You get
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's a bit, it's gone a bit further than just asking for help because of the situation where he's landed. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes a man just needs help in it. You get me?
Yeah, yeah. It's a tough world, and if you don't learn, give him multiple chances to learn. Now you're gonna have to learn the hard way, and not everything can always. So sorry doesn't solve everything. Sometimes
Unfortunately,
sorry is
no.
not enough.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So unfortunately, this is where we are now, and obviously, he got arrested, was remanded, went to court, and we had Rage head over to the court, and sit in and come back with information. And Rage got some backlash over, um, attending the court.
Why would a man get a
And
backlash over attending the court?
this is
That
the
don't make
and this
sense to
and
me.
and this is the thing. So people saying, "Oh, he's gone, and he's doing journalism, police job." But I don't.
Shut up, man. Shut
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
Furthermore,
yeah,
just
yeah,
shut up, man.
yeah, man. People
Real
don't
talk,
make it.
man. This is madness.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't believe it, and obviously you're a bouncer like defending Rage, and I agree. Like, if you're gonna what you rather the media, the mainstream media, come and put out full stories, just to hyperlize the situation, because even on the step six, if Rage didn't say 60 to 70 feet, I would think it's cap, because 60 to
Yeah,
70 feet is high.
it's high.
Ray's probably made a mistake, 16,
Ah,
17, I can hear. 16 or
mm,
17, I can hear. But 60, 17, anyway, but even that, I feel like sometimes you want the information, you done a good thing, rather than giving speculation. Because 1 week everyone's crying about, oh, no one knows what's happened, everyone's talking, you don't even know what's happened. He's gone, right, okay, cool, he's gone there, he's come out, this is what happened.
mm, mm, mm.
What is it? Is it bad now? What bloggers just like? What's the whole point of being a blogger if you ain't able to like gather the facts and gather facts? Key point is facts, not just talking. You know?
I say it like this, bro. We're in 2025. We're in the era. We're in the digital age. We're in the era of social media. Now, what does that mean for us as people living? It means that we have multiple sources of information, and the
Saturated.
more information that we have available to us, the more of a guided decision we can make
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
situation. I don't know about you, bro, but I'm sick and tired of getting all the news from Sky News, BBC, who also make mistakes, by the way,
yeah,
CNN, with their one-sided
yeah,
political views. You get me? Depending on which way
yeah,
the
yeah,
pendulum's swinging, they can do what they want. But
yeah,
with social media, yeah, now everybody has an opportunity to speak. Sometimes too much, granted, way too much. But the point is that it's information, and the information is there to be able to help us assess what's going on around us. So, for the critical thinkers in the world, this is gold dust. Only someone with, you know, less going on, people who want to just dance their way through life and not worry about a damn thing, would complain about that, which I'd imagine might even be the majority of the world. But,
uh,
you know what I mean? Hmm. Go on. Hmm. You're cutting. You're, you're cutting up, my guy. Hold on
oh,
one sec. You're cutting up. I think. Yo. Okay. Okay, we got you back, bro.
The lighting. Yeah, I tried to move for a second because of the light glare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you was making a point. You
No,
said the paid actors.
I'm just saying. Yeah, a lot of people. So sometimes people are not even talking based on their own opinion. You know, I say paid actors because you're being influenced by people that's got a bit power to go against like the obvious, the right thing. You got the Zeze Millz. You know, every time there's some consciousness or thinkers, she throws her own little mud in the conversation just to muddy things up. Esther done the same thing. Obviously, we know Shade Bauer is used to doing these things. So, but hood journalism, like at the end of the day, like you said, there's so much information going around. All the public needs is clarity and trusted sources. So, nah, man, like respect for Rage going to the court and gathering the information. He weren't making anything up. You know what I mean? He weren't making anything up. He just translate. He's just transferring the information. He's not gone on into a secret conversation and come and twisted things. What are we doing? You know what I mean? What
It's
are we
crazy
doing?
work, bro. It's
You
crazy
know what I'm
work.
saying?
And big up everybody who has spoken about the situation from the community and not just been blinded by, whatever it is
Mhm.
that you're blinded by, because everybody has their thing in it. Certain people coming and they're talking. Big up Trey Daniels. Big up Bouncer. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen Bouncer's been talking a lot and talking about Bouncer, right? Just to kind of flow away because the Ghetts thing happened, but Bouncer's another important key factors. You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
with social media, all these big corporates, by the way, don't think for a minute that they ain't got their hand in news sometimes still on social media when you hear certain funny opinions because they have to hold on to control somehow. They
Yeah.
can't just let control go because all of a sudden social media exists. So they're gonna pay for certain people of influence to influence certain decisions
Mhm.
to their
Mhm.
benefit. You get. So we
Mhm.
need these independent people talking, not because we want to see. This isn't about Ghetts, by the way. Yeah, I say we need these people who are talking the thing and showing us what's real in the community. Because listen, you got disruptors in the community, and you can't see them coming all the time. You get me?
Decepticons, bro. Decepticons, bro.
It's proper,
Trust
proper.
me.
Man,
Trust me.
yeah, that man got the wicked Megatron thing going on, bro. Get out of here, man. You get me? We ain't trying to hear
Yeah.
that. You get me? So you have to keep your eyes open. We get information from these guys like Bouncer, who, damn, listen, Bouncer exposed the Shade Barber differently the other day, you know.
I know.
He
I know.
exposed the Shade Barber differently.
I know. I know.
Okay,
Okay.
listen.
Yeah. No, he did. He did. He did. He did. He did. He did. And yeah, I've got. I was surprised. I was surprised at what I saw. To be fair, because it
Mm,
weren't. I thought different people were behind it. You know, but you
mm.
see, and this is again, it's what we talk about: paid actors, people doing things for the sake of for the coin, even if it means bringing people down. Bringing people down. So
You know what the
yeah,
government
so
call them? You know what the government call them when it's against them? Insurgents. Call them
insurgents.
insurgents, bruv. You
Yeah,
get me?
yeah,
You
yeah.
look,
Tra-
you might look a certain way. You look like you fit in, but really, there's a red self-destruct button that we can push at any time. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
That can just
yeah.
throw everything off kilter. You get what I'm saying?
No,
Sleeper
for
cells,
real.
though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, yo, trust me, man. But yeah, bro, this is it. So for me, it's like as a community, people need to be need to think, use their head more because, funny enough, like with everything, it shows like the intelligence, you know, of the community. Because it's funny because Trey Daniels, he done a post and he started speaking about because obviously off of the back of what happened, naturally they wanted to create a GoFundMe.
Shout
The
out Trey
community.
Daniels, by the way.
Yeah, they created a GoFundMe. And then obviously Trey's gone, like, why are we creating a GoFundMe? Why do we have to? The person who done this crime has enough money to pay for the body, just cover and some, to make sure the family. He could say, look, the family, I'm going to give the family X amount for this period of time and whatever. Minimum pay for, like, if we're talking about red lights, you know, errors upon errors upon errors. Trey said, this is your last chance. Right, I've sent £50,000 to the family. Cover flight, cover funeral, and, you know, nothing, no amount of money will ever bring your son back. But this is a sign of, you know, apology. But why do we have to? And it's funny because I'm seeing it going around.
Are we jumping? Are we jumping too fast with that though? Because my man right now is locked up and probably doesn't have access to a lot.
So but he can speak to someone. Someone could have spoke out. His lawyer could have spoke out straight away and said, "No, I've spoken to, you know, Justin and we are sorting out something like that." You know, all I'm saying, that's the last thing we should have thought to do, is a GoFundMe. It doesn't make sense. Was I in the car? Was you in the car? Was Sarah in the car? Was Sarah connect? Any of these people connected for something? For a person that's not taking accountability. God forbid if it happened now. He crashed into that happened. He lit the guy flew over. He crashed into a pole. He died. They both died. I can hear it, half hear it. Both people are no longer here. Let's say a GoFundMe for Yemen. But the guy's there. That should. Remember what I said to you before? The first thing when that happened, first thing you should have called is your solicitor, lawyer, straight away. I've hit someone. Then you know what to do. Didn't even think, you know what, this situation, we need to send them some money. Even if you're talking about for the sake of damage control, and you're talking about branding.
I was gonna say that's damage control and that's PR. Like that's a whole
when Trey
other
said
thing,
that, I'm like, what the, like, come on, like, for me, like light bulb, of course. Why is everyone running around, scurrying around to pay? People should be pressuring him. Surely he's speaking to people. Label manager, all them people, some people, his lawyer, boom. Listen, man, we need to sort out something. You know what I mean? For the bereaved. Rather than everyone running around. So it just shows sometimes, even so, the treatment of rage, the treatment of bouncer, the treatment of the GoFundMe, the treatment of victim. We are in pants, man. The urban, the industry, yeah, the community is, I don't know.
What, divided?
Pants.
Divided.
Divided is not the word, bro. Divided is not the word. No critical thinking. Just boys and girls running around doing rubbish.
I think, and I use the word division for a reason. I think there's division again.
Who
Like
in their right mind would even? Okay, yeah. Sorry, go on, bro.
Every time something happens, yeah, there's always this 50-50 thing. We always want to prove how we're not monoliths of each other. We're not the same thing. We're not copy and paste. We can all think a certain way, but listen, certain time, right is right and wrong is wrong, innit? It's not about follow the crowd, but there is a certain division. You know what I'm saying? There is a certain division on this topic. Like there's a
Always, no, in
division
life.
in every topic surrounding.
No, there's
you know what
division.
I mean?
Not 100%. There is division in general. There's division in general, but this one here is embarrassing. It's embarrassing on a lot of levels because me and you say all the time, everyone's cool to something. It's all laughing jokes until it's your parent or it's your son got knocked over. Common deductive reasoning, common logics, bro. And then we just sit back and just a laughing stock. I'll be honest, it's a laughing stock because common little stuff, something as this, we should all be able to do the maths and say, nah, you're wrong. This is the next protocol. You know what I mean? I can't believe I saw people open up their mouth saying certain things. I can't believe it. The point where some of us will be like even felt a bit gagged to even say anything in case we get attacked. You know what I mean? Like it's just unbelievable, man. So I want to just move this one forward a bit. Yeah, what is next? What like if stuff that you ever be like if we had if we could like if this was our movie and this was what would we think is best for it to happen next in the situation?
To who? And in regards to what part of the story? Because
Yo,
there's a
there's
lot
only
going on.
there's only one person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's
So
only one person that really, and I just want to tie it into a bit about what's the word? Redemption, brand,
there's a
damage
lot of
control,
work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done, bro.
damage control. What would be the next steps we would like to see?
Well, the first thing, shout out Trey Daniels. He already highlighted that my man's team should be sorting out the GoFundMe or a GoFundMe. Forget whichever one exists right now. There needs to be one from you to accept what has happened. But having said that, you see that there though. He hasn't accepted anything. That's why there's no GoFundMe page. That's probably what his solicitor would have told him as well, bruv.
Yeah,
Because you set that up and you're accepting liability in the middle of a court case. Not really smart, but again,
I wouldn't
I'm
say
talking.
a GoFundMe page.
Okay, I'm talking legally, though. I'm talking legally. Yeah, it's just not the thing to do. But then this is where the story crosses and intertwines, where the legal aspects should meet the moral aspects. You get me? Like, what decisions are you making? And I could listen. Let's not make it out like what man's going through is a minor. It's got to be a lot. It's got to weigh heavy. I've seen a lot in my life, and I've been through a lot in my life, and certain situations, yeah, have taught me that when the pressure is on, from whatever corner it is, the roadside, the legal side, it's pressure in it. It's on, and it makes it difficult to think clearly. You get me? So I will give him that little buy, but whilst he's there, there's not a lot until the next phase takes place. We're not going to see that that level of support because it's all going to be determined by what he says next. Is he pleading guilty or not guilty? If he's pleading guilty, there's an element of redemption in the sense that he's come to his senses, right? Assuming that it's him that is, because remember, it's still legal, still ongoing. Assuming it was him that was driving, assuming it was him that committed the crime, right? There's that acceptance. Okay, that's one step. Next step, you need to reach out to the family at this point. You need to reach out to the family and you need to ask them, what can I do? That's if that's the case with him. What can I do? They'll probably tell you nothing, yeah? Because nothing will ever replace what they've lost. But that shouldn't matter to you. You should dig deep in that moment and say, I'm going to do something anyway. Because at the end of the day, you're not waiting for their approval. You're acting on the strength of your own, of your own validity. You're acting on the strength of your own conscience. You're acting on the strength that you've told us all that you're moving with God. So you don't need a pat on the back. You don't need to worry about whether they want it or whether they don't want it. You just need to start from there. And you know how the man them are writing to man inside? You need to be writing, bruv, out to them. You need to be telling them how you feel and how your actions have how deeply you've impacted and give them some sort of solace. You understand? Some sort of okay, we understand that God's taking care of the guy was from Nepal, right? I think Nepal is one of them quite heavily like spiritual countries anyway. So I'd imagine that they're from that space. You get me? I'm speculating here. Yeah. So, but again, you need to like what I'm saying is let them know that God did, innit? You're the guy that won the gospel award, bro. Let them know that God did. You know what I mean? They say as God giveth, God taketh, innit? And vice versa. So
Exactly.
that
You
thing has
just
to resonate. You get
you just made that's a really good point. You know, take away what the world thinks. Take away what yeah. Take away what the entertainment world thinks. Take away what judicial world thinks. Take away what everything else. And this is a battle between yourself and you know. This is a spiritual battle, and this is something you have to show up
mm,
now. You know, for the God you claim you serve. You know, because yes, it's easy to go around. Yeah, I'm you know I'm spiritual. I'm a God fearing person until you're put into a situation where okay, let's see. You know, are you really about this life? And you made a good point just now. You know, okay, cool. Your legal team might be saying one thing, but what's your heart saying? What's God saying? Judge, I'm not going to BS you. Guilty. It was
yeah,
me. I fucked up multiple times.
yeah.
I want to do my right by fact.
Mm.
Now I've been brought
Humble to your
to the
knees,
hell.
bro.
And to get too much into that bag, but this is probably his way out. Not trying to lie, not trying to pretend and trying to do this and hide this. Come out
Mm.
open. And like you said, bring the money. Have look, so far your children, everyone's all right. Whatever's left in your account, throw. If you want your freedom,
Acts of
you get what
service,
I'm
bro.
saying to you? He might he might need a spiritual move right now. You don't even might. He definitely needs a spiritual move now. No, the best legal defense is not going to do it. You need to actually. Kind of getting what's going on now.
Man's been in that.
Yeah, the
Man's
whole point.
man's been in a situation himself. You know, like where legal have said to a man do one thing or another. Man's had to say, you know what, that don't sit right with me. You know, man, have to stand up.
Fact.
I know you're the voice in the room right now. You're the experience in the room regarding this, but what you're telling me to do does not sit right with me because of the impact that I feel it will have. You get me? On people.
On impact. Aha,
Yeah.
aha.
So
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes these
mm,
legal team might not even be God fearing.
hardly ever.
You know what I mean? They might not be coming from your. So this is where you got to meet at a crossroad and speak between you and God, and do what's
Mm,
right, and carry your cross. Whatever happens, happens. But you
mm,
know you done right because you've arrived at this place now at a serious
mm.
crossroad, and 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 that's how, based on the question we asked, that's how I would like to see it roll out. He actually walks with God 100% in the situation. Because yes, let's have it right. We're not perfect, man.
And
But
that's the
this is
point.
more. But this is soul shifting. The driving off thing is very, very soul shifting for me. You know, and just based on the conversation, I don't. It's not late yet. Based on what he does,
It's never too late, bro. It's never
he's
too
going back
late.
to court. I think he's going back on the 24th. He's been. It's funny because this is where the community. This is why sometimes yes, and collect information for the community. You need to know what you're doing. Don't be mixing 70 and saying X instead of alias. Have your information correct
Mhm.
because due to he's due to be due to be sentenced or not guilty. So how can he be sentenced? So this is where running up into the court and trying to take information. Rage, you gotta have that you got to do a thorough job, and even if it takes experience to do that right.
You've got to follow up, and like and it's weird because man started off praising it, like, but you've started the process now, so now you
Hmm.
have to see it through. Don't I think one of two things could have happened. He could have got scared off by the people who were coming for him
Yeah, but you can't. Sorry to cut
online.
you, but you can't. Sorry to cut you, bro, but you can't say he's due for sentencing. Yeah, he's not
Okay.
sentenced out now. Uncritical thinking is made bound to say he's due for sentencing on the 24th. No, he's not due for
Mm,
sentencing. Court proceedings or
mm,
whatever, the case will start. If he's going to trial, he has to
mm.
plead.
Where's that? Old,
You
Old Bailey,
know what I
right? It's got
mean?
Old Bailey in it.
So I don't know, bro. That's me. That's a good thing. That's the thing about journalism.
Mm.
Don't say something you don't know. And if you're going to go into that court, you should have been coming out recordings, double back what you're writing, boom, boom, boom. Because I don't think he went 70, 60 feet
That's
high. I
crazy.
don't think
That's
so.
a
That's very high, bro.
crazy height.
So if you say to me 20 maximum, so this is what I'm trying to say about information. And then if the community was getting onto him for Mitch not giving accurate
Bad
information,
journalism. That's
then
different.
that's the thing. But if you give accurate, say, look, man, I'm trying to give the community as accuracy. I don't want ITV News saying this was the situation. He was 80% over the limit of, give us the correct information, because now it's hard to trust the information moving forward.
Well, this is the thing. Maybe he was trying to ting. Maybe he was trying to, that's his entry point, and he just wanted to feed the community. We don't know what his intentions were. What we do know is that he provided information to the community that wasn't as easily accessible. Because you know what this comes down to is a lot of people are lazy. They
Hmm.
don't want to research things. Most people are. They don't want to do extra stuff that's going to take them off the course of their day. So all he's done is provided information for those who don't want to listen. And this is where sometimes misinformation is spread as well. Because first thing that comes out, you see in social media times now, it's not about
Mm.
being correct. It's about being first.
First.
Get me? So everyone's just spilling out information. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
oh.
yeah. You know the words there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I said, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I got
and
this
this
info on
and
first. Allow it.
and this ain't and this ain't the situation for that. This is definitely not a situation for that.
Mm.
A rapper gets caught with with illegal stuff and that. Maybe even that, but definitely not when a life has been lost and multiple lives have been affected. You have to get your information accurate. Even if you brought us an assistant with you to double check the notes and that before you go live, you know, ran up in the car, started filming straight away. So moving forward, if you get to hear this, bro, listen, man, yeah, accurate, man. Like appreciate you doing that, because rather hear it from someone from the community than a big media corporation that's gonna maybe polarize certain things for attention. But bro, you need to have the information on point, because
And shut
I
up.
do feel like,
Go on.
go on, bro.
Go on. You do feel. Carry on. Carry on.
No, no, I said I do think like there is room for, like, because you be mocked in it, like bloggers, connect to the internet, and start chatting shit. Yeah,
Well, you
but
know what? That's
no, no,
their
hold on,
cross to
hold, hold,
bear,
hold,
innit?
hold on, hold on. What I mean to say, because where there's blogging, like, what if you want to if you want to do blogging and journalism, you have to do it properly. So, i.e., yes, get the information and go to these places, because I think he's the first of many that will start doing this. Getting into the
So,
crooks and stuff, and getting proper
so
information.
here's the thing, right?
Mm.
The work that he did, rightly or wrongly, should inspire others to do the same thing. So the next person that comes through the door should be better at what they do and how they
Mhm.
do it. If that means that rage's lack of experience gets him out of here in terms of journalism,
Which he will be.
not in anything, everything, just in journalism, then so be it. But the next person that
Mm.
comes along would have learned and said, you know what, I need to get accurate information. And then they become the guy or the girl. But then at the
Yeah.
same time, we're still getting the information. I don't want to knock a man for doing, what he may, because I don't know his intentions. I don't know him. So for what he may have thought
Definitely not. Yeah,
as right, the right thing to do to service the community. Because again, you know what they say, you don't know who you're inspiring at the time, innit? So I'm hoping someone
hundred
says, you know
percent.
what, let me go and do this. I reckon I've got the skills to do this properly. You understand?
Yeah,
And goes and does it, and
yeah.
then we keep getting that information because I'm tired of hearing it from. Look, man, the first headline, Sky News, rapper. You know they love that rapper
Super.
arrested for
Yeah,
such a. Come on,
actor.
bro, like allow all that, man. All that sensationalism, bro. I just want to know what's
Exactly.
going on.
Exactly.
And then you're just opening up
Exactly.
the door for Britain First to start talking their thing, bruv. You get me? Think man
Yeah.
don't know what's going
Yeah.
on. Man knows what's going on,
Yeah.
bro. So again,
Yeah.
it's all the illusion of the industry and the people. Again, we touched on it already, but I just want to just kind of like because we're coming to the end of this live, innit? So it's like the
Mm.
people who are protecting, um, the people who are doing the protection. You're also
Paid
helping them,
actors.
man. You're
Hmm.
also helping the opposition bring down the community. You get me?
That's
So we want to move away from that, and we want to be as as transparent as possible when it comes to
yeah.
our social issues and how we deal with them. And let's have it right. We should be dealing with our issues. It's not for anyone to come in and police it. You don't understand the mindset. You get me? And I'm not talking about color for anyone gets onto
Yeah.
it. You
Exa-
don't understand our issues. You pretend you might act like you understand our issues, but you don't understand our issues. So it's better for us to police our issues ourselves. You get me? Yeah? So that we don't
Yeah.
fall foul.
Yeah.
We know what's going on more
Mm.
time in the community. You get so it's just about us
Yeah.
being moving a bit more correct in how we do it and not leaving the door open for all these hissers to sliver through the grass, bro. You get me? And try and put whatever on us. You get what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's my thing. Just a
Yeah.
summary. Yeah, you get me, the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
A
For
summary
real.
in that. Oh man, just like yeah,
Yeah.
it's a case of
Yeah.
I think from what I gathered from what you said, I think I got from what I
Huh?
gathered from what you said on the summary and from what man's saying, and feel free to jump in at any time, bro. We just want to
Yep.
see acts of service done to try and as a starting point to repair the hurt. You understand? Mistake or
Definitely.
no mistake, man. Something like you said. Sometimes sorry. The word sorry is not enough, man.
Oh, bruv. So sorry. This is gone past. Sorry, man. It's gone past.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we should
Um.
keep it real.
Yeah, man. Yeah. This is a situation that I think Ghetts is being tested. His soul is being tested right now.
Mm.
So he has to do what's right, man. You get what I'm saying? He has to do what's saying, not what the man them are saying, not what your management's saying, the record label's saying, not what even the spin doctors are saying. You
If
get
it
what I
was
mean?
him driving and if he is guilty of the crime,
Let's not,
bro.
bro.
I'm.
I hear you.
You said what you said.
I hear you.
A man saying what he said, didn't it? Like it's that, innit?
No,
We
no, for real.
it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, but what you listen, that's not taken away. What you said is spot on. If that is the case, that's all I'm saying. You get
No,
me?
for, and that's right. That's right. Um, yeah, interested. So he's going back to court on the 24th, I think. Let me just double check
Of
again.
November.
24th of November. And yeah, it's just thrown the whole everything, man. It's got really dark, man. We're still trying to unravel this Victoria Everest,
Ah,
which with situation, and this just like kind of like made everyone not for the fact, not the drink and driving, not the fact that that's like his gets, but just
listen,
I
that
felt it.
Victoria Everest needs people on her as well. So if you're in the comments, yeah, whether you're watching it live or you watch it post live, hit us in the comments and tell us if you want us to open a discussion about this because I don't think that's got enough light at all. And obviously, it's because of this. Part of it is because of this situation. I see
Hmm.
Ginger J got the most heat. I'm not saying he was right at all by any means, but he got the most heat for what he said. I don't even know who this guy is, but I know his name now. That's how much heat he got.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah. Well,
And then,
yeah. We'll
you
hold
know what
that
I'm
one.
saying?
Probably not next
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. We'll go into it
Mm-hmm.
still. But yeah, we'll leave it like that. But guys, listen. Um,
Shout out to
yeah.
everyone in the chat. Hyder, B7F. Yeah, I've just started seeing the chat still. Cuddles Cole. Everybody in the chat. Everybody who's been a part of the live. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. We live, we learn. We live, we learn HQ on all platforms. We're on socials. Rema, drop your thing, bro. What's Rema the
You know your
first?
team. You know the team, my guy. You know the social. No, I
Yeah,
just find.
so
But yeah, the 24th, man. That's I think it is. Not sure, but yeah, everyone's got
mm,
Google. Find out. I'm not. We're not. This is not. We're not Trevor McDonald. You know what I mean? So
them ones.
yeah, interesting to see how this thing plays out, man. Just hope
Yeah,
everyone does the right thing, man. You know,
yeah, man.
and more of the story, man. When the world tries to attack you, you know, y- yeah. If you're a believer of God, you need to turn
Stay
to
prayed
Him,
up.
man.
Stay
Stay,
prayed up
yeah. They
at
prayed
all
up beat.
times, man.
They prayed
Yeah,
up beat.
man.
But yeah,
Hit my socials up as well. Manic Marks for all. Manic Marksman, Manic Marks. You're gonna find me on all socials. Big my YouTube up, big YouTube up. You're gonna hear tunes, all of that.
hmm
You're wondering what the crazy T-shirt is. Shout out my guy Driss over on the other side of the water, New York, doing big
hmm
things with Ghostface Killer's team, Yap City. This is his brand, SMG. And yeah, man, shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody
everyone,
tuned into We Live, We Learn. Shout out to
trust me.
everybody tuned into our journey. Shout out to all the ones who have subscribed. Shout out to the ones who say they subscribed but they haven't subscribed yet. Shout out to the ones who are praying but haven't subscribed. We love you. It's all good, man. It's all love.
Yeah, the way we move. Yes,
Hmm.
we live,
We live.
we live, we
We
learn,
learn.
we're
All
live.
right, it's different out here, bro. Come on.
Trust me.
Bless.